the vast bulk of what we hear, we don't actually remember as such. I mean, I must have listened to over 10,000 lectures and talks and sermons in my life, not to mention all the stuff I've read. I mean, how do you quantify it? It might be in the Akashic record. It's it's not ready to hand in my mind, I can tell you. But having said that, an idea that's dropped into the mind can suddenly occur to you at the right time. Oh, perhaps it's not a good idea to choose that one. Or perhaps I won't do such and such. It surfaces at the right moment, and you can't remember where you got the idea from, perhaps, and you think perhaps it's your own good idea. But it could well be something of what's been dropped in from time to time from a talk or a lecture or something that you've listened to. And yes, you sort of conceitedly own it as your own, of course, and you don't realise, oh, no, that would have come from such and such a view, wouldn't it? And so don't sort of feel, well, why do I listen to all these things? They're very good ideas at the time, but there's no way I can recall them. No, but in the right circumstances, I think they surface. But having said that, there are other ideas that surface in the right circumstances, and I think that's part of the bulk of what our thinking is. As I've said before elsewhere, that I think our brain is much more of a receiving, transmitting device than it is a storage library. It has its own local capacity, quite probably. But I think a great deal of the information flow is a bit like on Wi-Fi. It's flowing in from, well, God's mind, which I take to be that which we are in the sense that matter is in fact energy, which is something to do with thought, and thought is something to do with possibly the whole texture of the universe that we're in, and perhaps all universes. I mean, this universe is conceived in terms of time, space, matter, good and evil, uncertainty, that sort of thing. And I can imagine other universes that are constructed differently. We don't have quite the immediate brain power to imagine it very well, but it's a possibility, isn't it? And perhaps an incredible number. It's always more than you think, isn't it, when it actually comes to it, and time reveals more and more. So I think a lot of our thoughts are drawn to us by who we are, what our values are, and our needs, and our flow of words, which are so incredibly fluent. We're not certainly consciously weighing up which word we're going to use next. It just pours out, doesn't it? And the ideas flow in when we're chatting. I mean, we don't have to be thinking of great philosophical truths of life or something. I mean, it's, the two ladies chatting over the garden fence, and they've been talking for over an hour now. And the words are still flowing, and the ideas, and they're chatting on, and you think, my goodness, Yeah. Oh, I've just seen that it's on top. I didn't notice it. I'm so used to the book being there, and I haven't looked at it for a week. No, less than a week, a few days. It's by Leadbeater, C.W. Leadbeater, Leadbeater, C.W. Leadbeater, Man, Visible and Invisible. And it's, goodness, he's a long way back now, so I mean, it's old-fashioned type style of writing. Man of integrity, I can tell you. Theosophical Publishing House, Adyar, that's India, of course, 1925. 8th Adyar edition, 1971. I'm astonished the books that come into my head. Now here are the colours. They're interesting. So the sort of mauve, lilac-y mauve, lightish colour I was talking about. Slightly darker he's got here, but he calls it a colour of devotion mixed with affection. He doesn't say what the white is, but he hasn't got that listed down there, but a light blue, high spirituality. Another form, or a blue that's nearer the slightly tinged with mauve, that was. If it's just more of a nice light blue, not too light, still strongly blue. Devotion to a noble ideal. Yellow, which is gold if you like, but you know, yellow. Highest intellect. Gold is strong intellect, okay? Light mauve. Not quite pink, you know, more of a mauve. Love for humanity. I don't know where he got these ideas from, but it's great stuff. Pink. A fairly good, straightforward pink. Fairly bright. Unselfish affection. So you want your lady, your sweetheart, to be wearing pink, right? Not if he's a fella. I don't know, what colour would you like if he's a fella? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, and there's another pink on the page too. I'm not quite sure how it's different. They look pretty close to me. Pure affection. And when it comes to dark, oh my goodness. Black is malice. Dark brown is depression. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. A mottled sort of woody dark colour. Dark. Selfishness. Dark red. Anger. Darker still, almost a brown. Sensuality. But not a good one, right? A sort of dark mauve. I think my daughter would call it purple. I'm never quite sure what to call purple or mauve and so on. Light mauve I think of like lilac. But not quite. More sort of bluey than that perhaps. But anyway, dark mauve. Fear. Oh. Jealousy is a good one. It's a brown background with flecks of red in it. And that's jealousy, right? So avoid that lot if you can. Bless you. Thank you, Dad.